I'm still looking for some missing modulars. I'm going to get these things built, and having the modulars built frees up a lot of space. I'll fold down the boxes. I just don't know where some of them are right now. I really need to start labeling these boxes on all sides. Maybe in one of these boxes. I just can't reach it. Hey, it's Jabbo. Welcome to BrickTsar, your home for vintage Lego. And I got vintage Lego in these packages. It's mostly just parts, and a lot of it is for the TheyMightBeBricks. And I went and looked at the sellers that I bought this from, and I'm going to be still missing a very common piece. So even with all these packages, I'm not going to be able to add yet to the TheyMightBeBricks because I can't find a common piece in my basement because I depleted it building tipper trucks. And so I'm going to show you this, what's in these packages. We're also continuing to hopefully free up some space in the basement. Hopefully the amount of volume that this takes up will be less than the volume that I clear out by building things and reorganizing. So going to get the modulars all reassembled back together. That's the goal. Like I said before, I got to find all of them, and that'll free up a lot of space. Still working on selling some of the non-Lego related stuff. It's a long process, but yeah, we'll continue to work on that goal. We're not even halfway through the year, and we're doing really good on tipper trucks. It's just that they are getting harder to find as far as some of the pieces or the volume. Like, I'm now to the point now where if I need a part, it's just like I'm going to a seller, they might have two of the part. And so I have 50 stores right now that I have shopping carts for. And the reason I haven't checked out on a lot of them, one of them is just kind of like a wish list. I'm just hoping the prices will come down. But some of them, it's like I go there for two 50-cent parts, and it ends up being a $12, $20 order, even with shipping or reaching the store minimum and stuff. So I just haven't. I'm like, I'm better off paying the high prices. Like the guy that has the tipper trucks for a ridiculous price, I'm better off buying them from him than buying a bunch of smaller orders. So I'm still working out how I'm going to do that. But anyway, let's just show you what we got in this package. And I'm wearing a dinosaur shirt. Look, this one's even got print on the back. This is one of my favorite shirts of all time. I used to wear this all the time. So it's surprisingly held up well. It's got to be at least 30. So it's got to be over 30 years old, I would think. But I love dinosaurs. It's green and yellow. I don't know. It's Electro's dinosaur shirt, I guess. But yeah, I like it. So we'll start with the envelope. This is my most outstanding order, meaning longest outstanding. It's not most outstanding, not the best order. It's the one that I've been waiting the longest for. It's from Slovenia. This is a Bricklink order. Oh boy. What do we got in here? So it's another case of me buying a lot of other parts while I'm there going for the main parts. So this was back when this seller was one of those that had the highest quantity of 4x10 plates. So the 4x10 plates, again, getting very hard to find those in any quantity over 2. So I got a bunch from him. And it's like, if I'm going to place this order from overseas and then you got the high shipping costs, I better get a bunch of something. So I got a bunch of those. And since I was already paying the high shipping costs, I went ahead. Well, that's a lot of them. I think there's like 29 or 30 of the 4x10 plates. I went ahead and I think these were they were over $5 a piece. He had more, but I said, you know what, I'm just going to throw in 3. Just soften the blow. Just get some of the hard to find 9-volt pieces. We got some minifigure parts and some. So this is another one of the common pieces I need for the tipper truck. The 2x2 red. I don't want to pay Bricks and Pieces prices, by the way, because I know some people might say, hey, why don't you get them from Bricks and Pieces? They're a little bit high. I can buy them new from Bricklink sellers, but I'm looking more for used ones from people. And I think I've wiped out my own inventory of those. So we got a couple of Fabuland parts here. These are minifigure parts. So I got the classic minifigure legs there and the torsos, and then the yellow are also for the tipper truck. Now I got enough of these probably in my own collection, but I went ahead and added them anyway. So those are tipper truck parts right there. We got another one of those weird pieces. Is it Lego? It's one of the elements that go to, I don't know why I keep buying these. I really got to take this off of my wanted list. I do not need any more of these. I got like 30 of them now. I got the world's largest collection of those. We got this piece. I think it's like a temperature sensor. I don't remember. It's one of those Technic Mindstorms things. And then of course we got 4 tippers and 2, 4, 5, 6 windshields. So mostly, yeah, went there for the tipper truck parts, ended up with these extra things. So that was from our Slovenia seller. Now the next one, I'll do this one. This is from Magic Magnus. He's got a really good store. It's just the shipping's high now. It's in Germany. Not his fault, the shipping's high. So usually, the prices are good though on his parts. So if you buy a large order, it's sometimes worth it. But I didn't have time to really go through his whole store. He didn't have a lot of my wanted list items this time. But he did have the largest quantity in the world of the windshield piece. Again, this is not the same as the modern windshield. It's different. But he had a whole bunch of them. And again, if I had another piece, which I haven't mentioned yet, I could build more tipper trucks. So even with all of this, I cannot build one additional tipper truck at this time. And I don't think this order has the parts in it. So I think there was about 70 of the windshield. So we got at least 75 plus windshields. So the windshields are not what's holding us up anymore. Definitely some more tipper truck parts. This is from Brickflow & Son. It's 123 of these, of the dually. So that's enough to build 61 more tipper trucks, because you need 2 for each tipper truck. Also had some more of the 4x10s. And we got some more minifigure parts, and then another one of those weird hinge plates. Again, Brickflow & Son. And that's all that was in that order. So one of the ideas I have is doing a city that is made up of only Lego parts that came out before 1978, so 1977 and before, which would mean you could only have these types of minifigures. So I'm going through and putting, I got these all sorted by part type for the most part. It's one of the few parts of my collection that are organized, and when you buy these things in quantity, you start noticing things like the white figure torso is not very common compared to the others. Black seems to be the most common part with these, but not not the white one. And they got plenty of heads. They make yellow legs but no yellow torso because they don't want to make a naked guy, I guess. Is it Lego? That's the 9-volt straight tracks anyway. So I am trying to put everything away as I get it. So of course the main thing is the tippers. I got to get a piece count of these at some point. The other part that I'm getting low on was the dualies, so add these dualies. Might actually be easier to pour these into this bag. I don't know how many I got. I don't think well, it may be enough to build the remaining ones. I'm going to show you my tipper truck army. Now, these are the singles. Oh, here's the we just got the plates here, the 2x2 plates. So that's good. We got the headlight bricks. We got, oh, here's the 4x10 plates. Put these in there. The ones we just picked up. I'll count all these later to see where I'm at. And, 1x2 yellow bricks, another one that is the highest quantity that you need of any of them, but I got tons more of these that I have readily accessible in my collection. This is the one though, the 2x4 plate in red. I got one of those. You need 3 per tipper truck, and I only have one right now, and I have been through most of my red parts. I got another red container, a container that has mostly red elements that I need to locate. I haven't found it, but even if I find it, it's not going to have the quantity I need. I mean, to build 70 more tipper trucks, I would need 210 of those. I did order some from another Bricklink seller, but still not enough that I need. And I may look for somebody that has like a couple hundred of them for 3 cents a piece or something like that. But that is where I'm at. So even though I got all those parts, I did not have enough to build not one more tipper truck, because I'm the 2x4 red plate is holding me up. So I rearranged my storage case. I have the 3 sealed ones, and that's my original, at least my original tipper. I don't know, I mean, some of the other parts I had to replace, but most of the parts came from my original collection. I just don't know they all went to the original tipper truck I owned, except for that tipper. That one's definitely from my original. And then, as far as I know, then the boxes for the 3 different versions of the boxes. These boxes, that one's got a sealed one. These 2 are opened here. So there's basically 4 tippers here, even though there's 5 boxes. Does that make sense? I want to take this opportunity to respond to Kyle Jones' comment about how Lego has learned from the politicians about when there's a problem, just say you're going to fix it. Just don't fix it. I always wonder why more politicians didn't do that. Just instead of arguing with the other side, just say you're going to do something, don't do it. I mean, that's what Napoleon said in the 1800s, make many promises, don't keep them. So that's what businesses do. That's what politicians do. That's what churches do. I could get into a whole discussion about that, but I'm not going to do that right now. I just want to admire the tipper truck army, who's politically neutral. And just to spread them out, here's the rest of them. So basically, I almost got to 7 of the Lego Champion boxes full. I got to fill 10 of these to get to the goal, at least 10, to get to 360. Then 5 more to get to 365. So again, I think the total now is there's 278 here. The one over there, so I got 279 built, 3 in the box is where we're at. So that's the tippers. So that's an update on the tipper truck army. If I could just find 21 red plate, actually 20 red plates, I could build I need to do the math. I need 60. To build 21 more, which would get us to 300 built. I need 3 times 21, which is 63. I have 1, so I need 60. I need to find 62 red 2x4 plates. Oh my goodness. And I guess I should have been ordering those all along, but I knew that was the more common part, you know, that I don't have to worry about. So I've been focusing more on either the discontinued parts or the ones that it's hard to find in any kind of quantity. I knew the 2x2 plate, 2x4 red plate, and the 1x2 yellow brick, those weren't going to be any problem at all. All the other parts, though, yeah, I do have to kind of search for them. So anyway, yeah, as soon as I find 60 plus more red plates, I will get this thing to 300 easily. Then we'll be in the home stretch. Is that a baseball reference? I don't know. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'll also continue looking for the other modulars. So I want to get all the modulars that we have built. I know they've made some oddball ones, like with Ninjago. I didn't buy the Ninjago docks. There's another one they said it's in the modular style. I didn't buy that, but we will be getting the Daily Bugle. Or actually, by the time you see this video, I will already own the Daily Bugle, hopefully. Just depends on how that day goes when it goes for sale. So anyway, see you guys in the next video, and I'll be in a different shirt tomorrow.